Good morning, students. We are going for the very interesting topic of the sources of energy. It is very easy. First, we have discussed about the wind energy. Then we have discussed about the hydroelectric plant, that is the thermal power plants. So these are the very easy and these are very interesting topics. So after wind energy, we are going for the solar energy. That is the sun energy obtained from sun is known as the solar energy. So what is the definition of solar energy? It is the energy of the heat form of sun which has been harnessed by humans using various equipments. So solar energy is directly converted into electrical energy using photovoltaic cells. Okay, example is very important: solar cooker, that is solar heater, and solar cells are used. Very good advantage of solar heater and solar energy is it does not cause any environmental pollution. It is very easy to use, having no impact on the environment. And what is the disadvantage? It depends on the weather, time and location. In winter, when in night, in the cloudy day, we are not able to use these. Next is the solar constant. The amount of solar energy received per second per unit area at an average distance between sun and the earth is known as the solar constant. That is how much amount of energy, solar energy, is received by a metal per second per unit area is known as the solar constant. The value of solar constant is 1.4 kilowatt per meter square. Next is the solar cooker. It is a device used to cook food by utilizing the heat energy is known as the solar cooker. It is the device consists of insulated metal box or wooden box which is painted black from inside and a thin glass sheet over the box, and a plain mirror reflector is also present. These metal containers are then placed in the solar cooker box and converted and covered with glass sheet. In order to cook food, the solar cooker is kept in sunlight. The reflector of solar cooker is adjusted so that the face of sun is directly on the rays fall directly on the reflector. It reflects and sends to the inside to the food present. Once the sun heat energies enter into cooker box, then the glass sheet cover does not allow to go back. Like in the car, when our car is present in sunlight, it gets very hot due to when sun rays gets inside the glasses of car, it can't go outside and the internal food present in the cooker gets cooked very easily. So this is all about the solar cooker. Next is the solar cells. It is very important. It is a device which converts solar energy directly into electrical energy. Solar cell is made up of silicon element having silicon boron layer or silicon arsenic layer. When sunlight falls on it, the loosely bounded electrons moves, due to which the current flows. A single solar cell can produce only small amount of energy. So if large energy is there, large number of solar cells are joined together. A group of solar cell is known as solar panel. A solar panel consists of large number of solar cells having silicon boron layer on it, and to the top a glass layer is present to protect the cells. It can provide much electric power, and the various solar cells are joined together using connecting wires. Now what they do, the solar panel receives solar energy, they converts into electricity, and to store it we are using the battery, and battery moves the electric motor, and the water pump starts to move. So this is all about the solar panels, solar energy. That is a very important. It is free of cost, but it is having some disadvantage that it can't be used in the daylight. It used to provide the electricity in artificial satellite, used to provide electricity in lighthouse near seas, to operate the traffic signals watches. It is expensive and entire setup is also expensive. It can't be used on night time and cloudy day. Its efficiency is low. It can convert only 25% of light falling on it. Next is the biomass energy. The dead parts of plants and waste material of animals is known as the biomass. It includes wood, agriculture waste and cow dung. The traditional use of wood as fuel has many disadvantages because burning of wood produces wood or dung cakes produces lot of smoke and it has low calorific value. Now it is the improvement technology of the conventional source. Wood can be converted into charcoal, which is a good fuel. Charcoal can be prepared when wood is burnt in limited supply of air. Then the impurities are removed and a black substance charcoal is left behind, जिसे हम हिंदी में कोयला भी कह सकते हैं. Thus wood minus volatile impurities is known as charcoal, having mainly carbon. It is used for the domestic purposes. Charcoal has high calorific value than wood. Charcoal does not produce smoke and charcoal is compact fuel and easy to handle. Next is the biogas plant. Biogas is a mixture of 75% methane, carbon dioxide and hydrogen gas. Biogas is prepared by the anaerobic means absence of oxygen, by the anaerobic degradation of animal waste like cow dung in presence of water. Biogas is used as fuel for cooking food. It is used for lighting. It is a renewable source to produce electricity and run engines. Now how biogas is obtained? It consists of a well-shaped underground tank called digester, which is made of bricks and have dome-shaped roof, which is made of cement and bricks. The digester is a kind of sealed tank in which there is no air, no oxygen is present. It acts as the gas holder or storage tank in which there is a gas outlet at the top of the valve. On the left side of digester tank, sloping inlet chamber L is there, and on the right side is the rectangular outlet chamber. So here we mix the slurry, that is the cow dung, with water and add it to the input chamber. Here the biomass gets digested and converts into biogas is produced. This is the outlet for biogas. From here we can collect the biogas and used for the different purposes. Here it is the outlet chamber. The waste material left after this process is taken outside, and this is the manure and used to the and can be used in the different fields. Next after is that is the energy from sea. The energy from sea can also be derived. It is of three types. First is the tidal energy, wave energy and ocean thermal energy. Tidal energy is the rise of water due to gravitational pull of moon is called high tide, and the fall of sea water is called the low tide. During high tide, when the level of water is high, this is the sea and this is the reservoir. During high tide, when the level of water is high, the sea water flows into reservoir and the barrage turns and moves the turbine, having a turbine, and the turbine moves. As the turbine moves, generator moves to produce electricity. Now during the low tide, when the sea level water is low, the water in reservoir goes back to the sea. The water in reservoir goes back to sea, and as it goes back to sea, again the turbine moves to produce the electricity. But in the whole world, there are very few sites which are suitable for the tidal barrage or tidal dams. It can't be prepared in all over India. Next is, it is depends on only when tide comes. If tide will not come, then the electricity will not produce. Next is the wave energy. Wave means the sea waves. The energy from the sea is also available in the form of sea waves. When the winds blows from the surface of sea, very fast sea waves move on the surface. Due to their high speed, sea waves have lot of kinetic energy, and these waves can be used to generate electricity. One idea is to set up floating generators in sea which will move up and down with the sea waves. Another idea is to let the sea waves move up and inside the large tubes. As the waves moves up, the air is compressed and air can be used to move the turbines. So again, it is not can be used in the large amounts. Models can be made. It can be used to make models. Next is the ocean thermal energy. The very large sea is known as the ocean. The water of surface gets heated when the sun comes and attains higher temperature than at the colder water in the deeper levels. So there is difference in temperature between the water at surface and at the deeper levels. The energy available due to difference in temperature of water is known as the ocean thermal energy. It can be converted into electricity. The thermal energy having temperature difference of 20 degrees Celsius between the surface of water and deep region. The warm surface of ocean is used to boil like ammonia or fluorocarbons. The high vapor pressure of liquid are used to turn the turbine and generate electricity. So this is the method. This can be repeated again and again, but again it is not so much useful. So you can do till now, and next we are going for the geothermal energy, and it is very easy. Geothermal energy we can use. So in the next video we are going to discuss it. Thank